Joining us right now is Leo Molinelli, a guy that is honest and upright each and every time with Corriere Canadese. Leo, welcome.
Thank you, Anthony. Thank you for having me.
Pleasure's all mine. We really appreciate you stepping in at the last second, Leo, but it's getting hotter and hotter out there, the discussion with TFC and the goalkeeper situation. You know that I tweeted out last week that I believe a top #1 goalkeeper is on his way. I have yet to pinpoint and really get a grasp who it is. There's a few names out there, and I know that you've got some of your own. So let's discuss it with you. Let's discuss if you believe that a big name will come or someone that is over the age of 30 that still has a lot of game left in them.
Yeah, I don't know if you already. I know that you tweeted out about the goalie for TFC, and I kind of agree. I think that there should be something. The name that are out are mainly the one of De Santis, I guess, Roma's goalkeeper. Also, if I think is a little bit older for the position is 38. I don't know. Thinking about a possible goalie for TFC right now, the name are I don't know, Sorrentino probably. There is Consigli, that is the only goalkeeper that is as Andrea D'Amico as an agent, and you know how D'Amico is important for TFC and MLS. Or either there could be Padelli from Torino, that is a 30 years old goalkeeper that is in a difficult situation right now in Torino, and could be available maybe to come to TFC.
And let's talk about, that's the one I think that could possibly be here in Toronto. He's 30 years of age. He's played a lot. He is a guy that still has a lot of game left in him. He hasn't had a lot of injuries, and he's a guy that understands, how to prepare his body week in and week out to play in a long season like MLS.
Yeah, you mean Padelli?
Padelli, yep, from Torino.
Yeah. It's a pretty good goalkeeper. He had 2 unlucky games, I guess, in the last few weeks. So against Roma, he took this goal from Pjanic. But I mean, he's a reliable goalkeeper. He got experience, and he could actually help TFC. I don't think he got a too much expensive wage. So, I mean, it could be a really possible deal.
So we're looking at a guy like Padelli that possibly would come in, let's say, Leo, maybe what, 250, 300,000 a year?
I guess, yeah, that could be the right amount. Probably a little bit more, but that could be the right deal.
And let's be honest, Leo, right now in Italy, not just in Italy, in England, in Spain, in Germany, TFC, MLS is starting to make a lot of noise all over. Players want to come here. And I don't think that there is a shortage of phone calls to their agents, especially goalkeepers in Italy right now, that see here in Toronto that there's no goalkeepers right now on the senior roster that have professional experience with a lot of games under their belt. And they would love to come here. So I would not be surprised continuously, day in and day out, that these goalkeepers in Italy, whether they're second tier players, whether they're first goalkeepers with their team, are calling their agents to say, hey, I want to go to Toronto, I want to go to MLS, start making some calls.
No, I totally agree with you. I think that now it's TFC that has to decide probably how to make a move, because of course if you aim on De Santis, he's an older guy, but of course he has a lot of experience. He has a European Cup experience. He has national team experience, and of course he could get a little more as a wage. But it could be really something also for the locker room and everything else. If you prefer something like Padelli, you get less experience, probably less. A little impact in the locker room, but it could be also a player with a perspective that can play a lot of games, because he's also 30 years old, and he could help a lot as well in the field, because he's experienced and it could be a really good sign.
You know, Leo, for years and years in Italy, they would have the best goalkeepers, and all over the world, clubs would come to Italy to scoop up their goalkeepers, their young goalkeepers, and bring them to their clubs. Now we're starting to see Donnarumma, who is opening up the eyes all over the world at his young age, really having some great success. But it's no longer like that in Italy. In Italy, you and I both know that there's only a few young goalkeepers in that system with a lot of clubs. And for the most part, it's older guys in their 30s. It's older guys that have a lot of experience, that have played a lot of games. And this is my concern, is that right now in Italy, there isn't a real, real good fit. I'm not sure right now for TFC. There might be with Padelli or Morgan DeSantis, who I talked about a couple of years ago, but I'm not 100% sure. You, Leo?
I agree with you. I don't think that Italy now is the main market, or at least there is no the Jovinko of the situation. Although, I mean, the real deal that is coming for the right reason, and they got the right attitude to fit in the TFC contest or in the MLS contest. You can find some good deals. I mean, there are really good goalkeeper now in Italy, young goalkeeper, but they cost a lot, and I don't think that they are ready to make a move to MLS right now at the moment. But as you said, yeah, probably you can find in Europe other people that are good enough to play with TFC, or either you can find in USA some good goalkeeper. They had Frey 2 years ago. It was a really good goalkeeper. Then there was Bendik and Konopka. They didn't do so good. But I mean, I don't know if it's good to spend a lot of money for a normal player and for an average player. I mean, if you find the guy that can reach to the top, that can help you reach to the top, you can pay him a lot, and you could use a good, experienced goalkeeper. Otherwise, you could find other player in the MLS.
I agree with you wholeheartedly. Leo, before we let you go, I believe within the next 14 days, maximum 21 days, even less than that, I believe we will hear the name that will be coming, or two names, because right now they don't have anything here. Konopka's gone, like you say, Joe Bendik's gone, and Quinlan Roberts is not ready, Bono's not ready. So they've got to get not one, but two goalkeepers. So they're going to be real busy in not only filling one, but also two spots on the roster. So I believe in about, I would say, anywhere from 14 to 21 days, something will come out and we will hear something. I believe that we will have a European goalie here. I'm not 100% sure of it being a guy that everyone has heard about, but a guy that I believe can get the job done. What do you think?
Yeah, I think you're right. Probably, I mean, in Europe, the market is opening on the 2nd, I guess, of January. So it's open all February. So TFC has the right occasion to find probably the right pick. I'm not sure, as you said, that he's going to be Italian or European, but if they find the right pick, I think they should do this move, because they need somebody that is experienced and probably the goalkeeper could be the right man to lead the defense, because he's the one that is behind everybody and could help the defense to move in a little bit better. It can help in getting better the TFC defense.
I couldn't agree with you more, Leo. I believe the goalkeeper position is so important right now for TFC in 2016. It is massive because, look, with all the moves they made, Drew Moore, Beta Shore, Will Johnson, maybe a couple other small moves, this move is going to be key. This move is going to be massive because you and I both know the struggles they had in the goalkeeper department last year, giving up many goals, giving up bad goals, giving up leads, on and on. So this move is going to be vital. This move is going to be key. Leo, we want to thank you so much, not just for tonight, Leo, but of all 2015 for taking time out of your busy schedule to join us here on Red Card. Continued success at Corriere Canadese. Buon Natale to you and your family, and we will talk again in 2016, Leo.
Thank you for having me. It's always a pleasure to be with you and your listener. So Merry Christmas to everybody and Happy New Year, and we'll see you on the 2016.
A class act, Leo Molinelli of Corriere Canadese. Wonderful read he has. And also you can follow him on Twitter at Marumbi. Leo Molinelli is a guy that you're going to really want to stay in tune with if you're following Serie A in Italian players all over Italy.